We're going to be talking about Navy recruiters, talking to Navy recruiters, and prep for the ASVAB. Well, like the ASVAB practice test, but prep for like the full real ASVAB. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So let's get right into it. So let me tell y'all about my experience. Um, when I first thought about it, which I've never, the military has never been a thought on my mind at all. It's never been a thought. I feel like my dad has told me, like, asked me something about it before, but it's never been like something that I've been like, oh, I want to go to the military, because I want to be a fashion major. I want to, be a fashion buyer. So, I mean, military has never crossed my mind. So, like 3.5 months ago, my boyfriend was like, he enlisted in the Navy. Well, he talked to the recruiter, took his practice test, took the actual ASVAB. He scored a pretty good score. He starts his process and everything. So he's waiting to go to MEPS to go through medical and then swear in. Okay, so to me, let's talk about me now. After hearing him say that he's going to enlist in the Navy, then I was like, oh, the Navy? Like, which one is that? I knew that was the one that was on the water. I know, you know. So I was like, So I was thinking about it because, like, I'm in my second year of school. But, school not for everybody. At least, not everybody. Like, I feel like I can definitely do, like, really good in school. Like, I got all A's. But it's just like, I need a break. You know how you kind of get overwhelmed with everything and you just feel like you need a break and everything. So that's kind of what I needed, like just a break to get myself together, you know, so I can like give my all for my last two and then so forth after that. So I was like, you know what, let me check out some other branches. So that's when I learned about the guard, and I was like, oh, the guard. So my boyfriend was like, you should look into the guard. So at the time, because I was really ignorant to like about the military, like I didn't know anything about it. I thought that only Army had active duty. I thought that all the other branches were reserves. So when I went to the National Guard recruiter, I went to go talk to her, and well, I emailed her, and she told me to come. Place is located in Grand Prairie, and I live in Duncanville, so I had to make that drive, and it was like the deep part of Grand Prairie. So I made that drive, and we talked and everything. She was like, "You ready to take?" I took the practice test in there. And she was like, yeah, you're ready to take the full test. Just let me know when you're available to take the full test. At the time, I was like, that was like the beginning of the semester, and I was really busy with like schoolwork and everything, getting adjusted to my classes. So I was like, I'll let you know because I'm really busy right now. But while I was busy and everything, I was like, let me look into some other branches. I knew I didn't want to do the Air Force. I knew I didn't want to do the Army. So I was like, well, the Navy, like, I know that my boyfriend's going there, and I know I'm finna get questioned about it. Like, oh, you going because your boyfriend going? Like, no. Like, that's just, it's either between the Guard or the Navy. So I knew that he was doing active duty Navy. So I was like, oh, I can do active duty too, because the Guard only has reserves. Well, that's what I thought, you know. So I was like, I emailed the lady, the recruiter, and I was like, hi, I appreciate you talking to me and everything. I decided to go with another branch, but I really appreciate it and everything, blah, blah, blah. She never emailed me back, but that's cool. So I went to a Navy recruiter. I just walked in there like out of the blue one day. I just walked in there and I was like, hi, I want to, talk about joining. And so they were like, okay. So they were asking me all these questions and everything. They were like, be honest, let me know like whatever you have, and just be open, tell me everything that you have going on so we can know what we're getting ourselves into. So I told them everything that they had going on. I did tell them, but I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a nice little story time soon about how these recruiters acting, how these recruiters are acting. I didn't think that people were being like serious when they would say like lies recruiters tell, or how recruiters can like play you and stuff like that. I'm gonna get y'all a story time soon. But I went in there, did the practice test there. I told them my score from the National Guard's practice test, and so I went, did their practice test. They were like, oh yeah, you're ready. So I came back like a week later, took the ASVAB in the recruiter's office, got my score, and after that, it was like smooth sailing. When I tell you, this is the fastest process I've ever been in. It's only been a month. First of all, I joined like mid-October. Wait, I joined like at the beginning of November, and it's the end of November, and I swore in like 3 weeks ago. Actually, the end of October, I joined. I did my process. I swore in like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and like 3 weeks ago, and I'm in. So I mean, this is the fastest process I've ever been in, and I'm a very in the moment kind of person, so I don't think before I do things. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I just took the test and everything, and I suggest y'all be honest with the recruiters. And if you feel like it's something serious, then you need to make it in a point to let them know that that's serious, because recruiters will do any and everything to get you to join. Okay? Any and everything to get you to join. They will make it seem like you in the wrong. They'll make it seem like they not doing anything wrong. They'll make it seem like you don't have the problems that you have going on. Oh, no, it's not a problem. That don't hurt you. You don't have that going on. Just stay away from that. So I suggest, if it's serious to you, if you have arthritis, but you don't, like, for me, I have arthritis, but I just started taking pain pills for it, because, like, I'll tell y'all about that later, but it's just like a long story about my arthritis and everything. Like, it's just a lot. But I just started taking pills, especially since like I'm finna leave and everything. I need something that's gonna keep my body together, because like I'm always in pain. But now that I'm actually like working out and stuff, like it's starting to get worse and worse, like excruciating pain. So that's why I'm starting to take muscle relaxers and ibuprofen and pain. But how I prep for the ASVAB was, because I'm not a math person at all. Not a math person at all. So I went to this website, and I'm going to tell y'all about the website in another video, but it's this website. What is it called? It's like, I typed in ASVAB practice test, Navy ASVAB practice test, and I think it was like 3 search down, and I clicked on it, and they give you practice test. It'll give you like one for science, one for math, one for arithmetic and English and reading, all that. It'll give you all those tests, or either you can take a full test. And I took the practice math test, the one with like the simple math. And I just kept taking it every day because I'm not good at math, guys, at all. I'm not good at math. It's hard for me. Like, I have to consistently do it. Like, I can't just, because I haven't taken math this year. I've just been doing like business and marketing classes at school. So math has not been on my mind this whole year. So to come and like do this, and it's simple math. It's basic math. It's not basic to where it's like 2 times 2 is 4, 6 times 6 is 36. It's like a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So it's like algebra 1. So I guess that's considered like basic math. But you need to know formulas. You definitely need to know formulas because that's like a must. If you don't know formulas, then you're probably not gonna get it, because first of all, when you see the practice test, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh. When you see the real test, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh. Like you just need to if you're not good at math, just take the practice test over and over again. And the website that I went to, if I got it wrong, it would give me a explanation of how to do it right. Like, it would tell me what I did wrong, what I need to do right, and it would give me step by step on how to do it right. Now, some of them I was like, I still don't get it, but it's, for the most part, it's really easy. And then my recruiter suggested to watch YouTube videos, like people that are really good at math. Like, if you type in Navy ASVAB practice, there's like I watched one guy, he was doing practice questions, and that really helped me out. I have to see it in order to get it. Like, I can't just hear it. I have to see it and like do it with you. So yeah, I'm very kinesthetic. Very kinesthetic. But yeah, I just watched his videos, and I watched them like 4 times. I go to sleep watching it, wake up watching it. The day of the test, I was watching it. Like, I was making sure I was ready because I did not want to get a low score on this test. Like, if you make a 31, that's the basic. So that's like, what is that? What does that probably get you? A 31 gets you in. And then like from there up, that'll determine what kind of job you get. So if you don't get a good job, then you're gonna be feeling some type of way, okay? With this ASVAB, I know that some people take it either in the recruiter's office or at MEPS. Try to take it in your recruiter's office, because when you go to MEPS, you have to, so stressful. Like, I didn't take mine at MEPS, but just going through the medical and going like through the swearing process at MEPS, just dealing with MEPS people, no, you do not want to do that the day of your test. Like, you're gonna be already stressing about the test, and to go in there and like have to take the full test. Now, your verification test, you take that at MEPS. Like, that's not a problem. And I will say, with the verification test, make sure you remember exactly what you put on your regular test. The verification test is a verified version of your regular test. So it'll have 30 questions. I think it's like 15 or 20 questions, because it's been like a month. But it'll be like 15 or 20 questions of the exact same questions from your test. They will be that on the verification test. They're not changing anything. It's not going to be in the same order, but it's going to be the exact same questions, and it's going to need you to get your exact same answers. If you do not put your exact same answers, you cannot miss more than 3. If you miss more than 3, it will automatically bump you back into the full test, and you're gonna have to take the whole test over again, all 11 parts, and you do not want to do that. So I suggest you do as I say and remember what answers you put. Now, I'm not telling you, like, sitting here telling you to go, like, I put down P, B, because then you're going to stress yourself out the whole test. But just try, like, don't cheat. Don't cheat on the test. Because if you cheat on the test, then you're not going to do good on you're not going to, like, probably pass the verification test because you sat there and cheated. You know, like, if your recruiter giving you suggestions and stuff like that, which recruiter shouldn't be doing? I don't think they do that, but if you got that one recruiter that's helping you out, they not going to be able to help you out in that verification test. When that man sitting there staring you down, you're not going to have your recruiter there to help you. So you need to practice, study, and make sure that you are doing the test yourself. Like, work those problems out, because when you get to the verification test, like those problems that you have to work out on the actual test, you're gonna have to work those out on the verification test. Like, unless you remember the answer, then you need to work it out on the verification test. Like, some of them, and some of those had, like, the questions, oh my gosh, I'm gonna tell y'all about the full ASVAB in the next video. But yeah, it's so close. Like, you really have to, like, focus. You can't be tired. You need to make sure you eat, get some sleep, because it's gonna be stressful. Like, it's 11 parts to the test, and after, like, part 5 or 6, you're gonna be tired. Like, not like tired. You're gonna be like, ugh, I do not want to do this anymore. Oh my gosh. And then after you finish all the main parts, like the math, English, science, blah blah blah, then that's when they kick you into mechanics. Okay. Now, if you're good at mechanics, or you want to be a mechanic, practice your stuff. No, sorry, I'm not that good at the mechanic stuff. But it's like, know the bolts and stuff like that, know the tools used, know how the axles turn, know all that stuff, know your terminology, because that will definitely get you what you want, because I guess that's like high demand. And if you know what you're talking about and that's what you want to do, or if you know what you're talking about and you know it's going to be easy to you, then just make sure that you have everything ready to like practice. Make sure that you can, like, put it down when you see it. Like, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna put a picture out for you. Like, it's a picture that is down, and then you can choose what it is, or choose what it does, or choose what it, like, how you use it. So I think that I know I wasn't good in that part, but I think that y'all will be good on that. But yeah, I mean, I was not at all, let me stop lying. I was kind of stressed. So the day that I was supposed to take my ASVAB with the Navy recruiter, 2 days prior to, because I know that I'm not gonna remember anything in the moment. Like, I have to get stuff ready, like, in advance, like the night before, the week before. Like, at least I have things in advance, because I know that the day of, I'm gonna be so, like, ready to go, and my anxiety's gonna be pumping, and I'm not gonna remember to do stuff. So I asked my mom, like, 4 days in advance to pull out my birth certificate and my social. She did not have any of that stuff out. And like, once I ask you, and I make it in a point to ask you, then I need that to be done. So I'm not gonna think about it after that. Like, you just need to tell me where you put it, and that's that. And she didn't take it out. And the morning of, she was at work. I had to go. I thought everything was laid out on the counter when I got up. It wasn't. And I was, like, rumbling, trying to find everything. And my dad was like, what are you looking for? Told him what I was looking for. He was like, oh, I don't know where that is. But he was still trying to make conversation with me. And I'm like, my anxiety's kicking in. I'm getting frustrated. And I couldn't find the birth certificate or the social security card. And so, like, I snapped at him. And, I mean, like, if you don't know where it is, then let me go find it. Like, I don't need you to sit here and make me feel worse than I already do about the fact that I can't find it. You know? Like, so, yeah. But I just, I had to call my recruiter up. And it was raining that day, so she had, like, right when I was about to call her, she called me and was like, hey, are you still coming, or are you not coming because of the rain? I was like, actually, I can't find my birth certificate or my social security card. Like, my mom didn't take it out for me. And she was like, oh, okay, well, we can just reschedule. So I was happy, but I was so frustrated. I was angry, and I was just like, if you would have just taken it out. Like, I asked you in advance. She's like, I'm not taking anything out that early. Like, if I ask you to do something, please do it, because I'm not gonna remember after I ask you. That's just me. Like, I'm not gonna remember. That's why I asked in advance. So it's not like I didn't ask, you know. But yeah, I was able to get the test in. I went at 10 o'clock, took the test. Once something, I was done. And I was supposed to take the verification after that, but MEPS was booked. Like, they were full, so I had to wait like another week. And guys, let me tell you something. If you have the opportunity to take the verification test as soon as you get done taking your actual test, take it, because it's hard to wait. Like, you take that test, that's 11 parts to a test. First of all, you already stressed out, you're tired, you don't know what you're gonna, like, you got to take the verification test. And it's like, you don't want to be having to take it a week later, because you might not remember what you put, you know. Like, lucky I had to wait a week, and then turns out I had to wait like another week, like a half. So I had to wait like a week and a half, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not remembering these questions. I'm not gonna remember. And you can only miss 3. So yeah, it's yeah, yeah. That's yeah. But the ASVAB wasn't that bad, nor the practice test. And talking to the recruiters, they are really, I don't know, I feel like everybody's recruiters are different. But I'm in Duncanville, so my recruiter is in Cedar Hill. The recruiter I go to is in Cedar Hill. That's my recruiting, like talking to the recruiter, prep for the ASVAB, partially talking about the ASVAB. But I'm going to get into the ASVAB and the verification test in another video, just to tell y'all, like, to show y'all, first of all, how you can prep for the ASVAB, what you should expect when you get to MEPS and take your verification test. Like I told y'all some of the stuff, but I'm gonna go into more detail in another video. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I really appreciate you guys watching. But I would like it if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the video. Ask me questions about anything that you need. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Please come back. Please come back, because you're always welcome. Everyone's welcome here. But thank you so much. I love you guys. Bye.